Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be doing a somewhat quick book review of the book Second Chance by Robert Kiyosaki. I hope you enjoy, because this video took me about 5 tries to make. So, the name of the book is Second Chance by Robert Kiyosaki. The book promises to deliver to the reader basically a second chance for you, your money, and our world. Does it accomplish this? I would say yes. If you take his teachings to heart and actually practice them and start doing stuff, then you could potentially achieve financial abundance in your life. I would say that it accomplishes this because most people aren't financially educated, meaning what to do after they make their money. They just make it and spend it and there's nothing left over. Whereas Robert kind of definitely brings you along the path of education financially, where it's like what to do with your money after you have it, and as far as investing it to multiply it and to make more money from it and actually achieve wealth. That's pretty cool. So what makes him qualified to speak on the topic is that he is a self-proclaimed multimillionaire entrepreneur, financial educator, and real estate investor. The tone of the book is pretty much, it is down to earth. I get spiritual vibes from it from what he says. Although part 1 is pretty heavy reading and very academic. It talks about the past, the U.S. government printing money, and how the way things are going, that we could have potentially hit a currency collapse in the U.S. government, or in the U.S. in the USA and all over the world really. The second and third part are more easier to read, less dry, good practical personal financial information in there. Personal finance tips that are in there, so it's pretty cool to educate yourself in the field of money. So my overall impression of the book is this: if you've read one book of Robert Kiyosaki, you've really read all of them. His basic philosophy is to acquire assets, eliminate debt, or at least bad debt, increase income, and decrease expenses. And if you really understand that and take that to heart, you'll be a lot further ahead than 99% of the rest of the world who really doesn't do this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, it's just personal finance. There's no real mystery to it. Read The Millionaire Next Door and you'll be fine. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad, you'll be fine. Read Money Master the Game and you'll be fine. These books are all great books, but there's no real secret to it. The secret's out there. You just have to go find it. Part 1 is the history of the government, or the history of the currency collapse we could potentially go into. It's a little dry, and it took him 200 pages to really write that we could potentially hit a currency collapse after doing all his research and proving his point with facts after facts after facts after facts. It was really 200 pages. I found that part, I just skipped through a lot of it and read the end of it, and I said, yeah, currency collapse, get your shit together. Great. Part 2 is about the present and where you're at currently, and how to kind of figure out where you are at financially. And part 3, in my opinion, is the better of the 3 parts. It gives more practical, down-to-earth advice on financial education. I'll also say this, and you guys might hang me for it, but Robert Kiyosaki definitely rails against going to school, getting a job, and investing for the long term in the stock market. But I know I have lots of friends that do that, and they're actually in a way better position in life than I am, so I'm definitely not against that advice at all. I also say that Robert Kiyosaki has a 4-year degree from the Merchant Marines Academy. So the book was written in a way that me as the reader could potentially relate to. I would say part 1 not so much, part 2 and 3 definitely yes. Favorite part of the book is probably the cash flow statement in part 2 that figures out where you're at. It definitely grinds you out in reality and shows you what's going on financially with your life. Least favorite part of the book is probably all of part 1, where he talks about the potential currency collapse, because it's just so dry. I wouldn't change anything in the book because I'm not qualified to write in the topic. There are photos and illustrations, and they do help enhance his points, especially the cash flow statement. And would I recommend this book? I would recommend this book, but I'd recommend this book to someone who's very smart, very analytical, but isn't financially educated and wants to kind of get the bigger picture of what's going on in the world. If you're someone who is financially educated and buys assets already, you really don't need to read this book. It's unspecial. So I'll save you the $20 I spent on it, the $10 I spent on it. Maybe you think 15. The type of reader that would enjoy this book is someone who's very smart and interested in personal finance. So yeah, that's my review of Second Chance by Robert Kiyosaki. I'll leave a link below if you'd like to get a copy of it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And leave a comment below of what you liked about the video. Leave a comment below what you didn't like about the video and where I could improve. I'd love to improve on this on YouTube because my videos are pretty dry as it is. So thanks for watching this far, and have a nice day.